Big Boy Neighborhood. Oh, look who was walking through the hallway that we just had to snatch up. Nicky Jam, welcome to the neighborhood, man.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man, I was telling them off air. I'm like, man, it seemed like you've been in the business, and you have been. For how many years you think?
20, 25 years.
Good gosh, a long time, man.
And dude looked like yesterday.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? The only thing you can say sometimes, like, oh, he grew a little bit more of a beard. Yeah. But dude,
yeah, man.
What the hell are you doing that I'm not doing?
I got Facetune, like
what, injected into your veins?
It's like live Facetune.
Yeah, man.
I look at me in the mirror, I be like,
yeah, you know what? I need Facetune, and I need filter face. Hey, man, but first off, welcome to the neighborhood, man.
Welcome, bro.
And I would have to say, man, veteran and relevant at the same damn time.
Thank you, man.
You have been putting the work in, man, and you continue to put the work in. And you know what I love also, bro? Is that how early you came into a so-called genre. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know exactly what to call reggaeton at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to see so many people and see it be one of the biggest sounds around the world. Like, whatever the influence is as well. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you may grab, whatever you may call it, just what that influence is that you've been a major part of,
Thank you, man. Appreciate you for those words, man. For real.
Yeah, you earned that though. You earned that.
Man. I mean, I'm over here starstruck just watching you. I've been seeing you on TV for so long. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm stuck in a rut.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, you big, man.
Okay,
just being humble, man.
Okay, well, I'm not stuck in a rut.
You big in this culture, and there's a lot of respect for me. I look up to you, man.
Thank you,
brother.
brother.
And you've been around for a long time.
Yeah, man.
And you're still doing it, and that's what's up, man. That's
I heard that. What do you think that staying power is for you?
Staying in power?
Yeah, just to stay around, because man, we are in the business where you're here today, gone tonight.
I think you gotta lose your ego. You know what I'm saying? When you lose your ego, you don't stay in your comfort zone, and you open to learn things and be bigger and bigger and work with these new cats. Like sometimes, you know, like I sit down with these new kids and I'm like, yo, you know, because right now, and especially I don't know about too much of even the English music, like. The rapping is changed
very much.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, the way of rhyming has changed so much, and it's not like the way before. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you rhyme one with the other one.
But you notice that without, you know, because some people want to stay, and no disrespect, we want to stay as the dinosaur. This is the way that we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. And I noticed that it changed, and it's like sometimes getting off track and coming back. It's kind of weird now. It's hard. It's really hard. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I keep these young kids next to me.
Yeah, man.
And they give me that new vibe, and they showing me, and I learn, and it makes me always sound fresh and new when it comes to my verses. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, back in the days, in reggaeton specifically, not rap, because rap is all about bars and verses, but reggaeton was really more about the hook. If the hook was good, forget about the verse. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of hits with just regular verses.
Right.
Today it changed. Today is the hook, but the verse is gotta be even harder.
Right. So it's gotta be this and that.
Yeah, so now that changed in our game. So today I focus in having a whole family and a whole crew in the studio where we work, and we ain't ashamed of being like somebody telling me, yo, Nicky, that's whack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need people to tell me, Nicky, that's whack.
Was there ever a time in your career, because you mentioned that you having, putting that ego aside, where you kind of had to check yourself with the ego, or was that something that kind of was always a part of you?
I mean, you know, I've always been a humble guy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I am somebody that's been in the game for so long that I could probably think that I know what I'm doing, but sometimes you need somebody, a new kid, to smack you in the face, you know what I'm saying? Tell you well, not physically smack you.
Yeah.
If they smack me, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. You're like, don't get yourself fucked up.
But what I'm trying to say is tell me, yo, Nicky, this is what's going on right now. Even my son right now, he's 14 years old.
Oh man, they
teenager,
aren't they like gauges though?
Yeah.
Like with my kids too, man, I check their gauges, you know, and there's sometimes where they'll play something or dance or something or even just go lyric on something, and I gotta ask, where did you hear that? Because I'm not playing it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing it, so they're not getting it from daddy.
He know things that I'm like, yo, man, who's this kid, man? And they like right now the rappers that he likes is almost his age.
Yeah, man.
He likes 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids that rapping right now, and what these kids are saying it's just crazy.
Does he have is it in his bloodline, or he's more of a spectator fan? Does he want to create your son?
I mean, nah, he wants to be a game developer. That's
good.
He's into
Hey
that.
man, it's
money.
crazy. He gonna lap everything that we've done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like, oh man, we doing this, we eating, we working hard for our kids. Then our kids gonna come in and do something. Like, that's how y'all made y'all money? Like, what the hell? All this work I've been doing. They've been waiting for you to get in here as well, man.
And it's so nice to have you in the neighborhood, Nicky. Obviously, you've been in the game for a very long time, along with Daddy Yankee, and both of you have been through a lot of ups and downs, and it's really nice to see you guys together on Muévelo. How does that feel to be back with him?
I mean, it's incredible. I think it's he waited and I waited for the best moment. You know, because he's always been top, and he's always been working. He's always been disciplined, and I went through my drug phase and alcohol, and I was in jail for 3 years. And obviously, when I was messed up, I didn't want to go to him and say thank you, because when you're messed up, a thank you is not really believable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I worked hard. I created my own platform.
Yep.
I became big in the music, and then I came with my thank you.
Right.
But I mean, and sorry was the word. I'm sorry. I said thank
Started
you.
off
Was
with-
sorry.
yeah.
We had problems. I'm gonna be clear, because I think I was just talking without being clear. When I was in drugs and alcohol and all that, I did a lot of bad things, and I was stupid and I was ignorant, and I lost him as a friend for being stupid and being a drug addict and all that. He tried to help me, but he couldn't do it. So when I went through that phase and all that, I didn't want to ask him. When I was really messed up, I didn't want to tell him I was sorry.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to tell him that I needed my friend back. No, he tried to help me. It was me. But when I got back up again and I worked hard and all that, and then I went to him and I said, yo, I'm sorry. And it's a believable sorry, because you don't need nothing.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When you need something, it's easy to say sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you need something, but I didn't
That's
need
why you're
anything.
sorry.
He knew I was already good. He knew I was paid. He knew I had my spot. So that sorry was believable, and everything after that was organic. You know
How
what
do
I'm
you
talking
get out
about?
of that
Beautiful.
those trenches though? You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's some people that when we go down a slippery slope, we keep sliding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was there a rock bottom? And if there was a rock bottom, how do you get out of that?
I mean, look, I come from, who don't know my story, my mom was a drug addict. She was a drug addict, prostitute, alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a drug addict as well. You know what I'm saying? I came from a very, very, very dark past. And my mom left me when I was 8 years old. And my dad caught a case in Lawrence, Massachusetts. And instead of going to jail, he ran as a fugitive, and he took us to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know, so he raised us as a drug addict in Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying, and a fugitive, the best he could. And I was already doing music since I was like 10 years old, 11 years old. And so when I got big in the music, to resume the story, and I don't want to take all your time, but when I got famous in the music and I was doing good in Puerto Rico, and I was doing songs with Daddy Yankee, and I was one of the biggest singers in Puerto Rico, you got to understand I was young, and it was too much money and too much fame to
Yeah,
handle
man.
with a dark past like that. So what I do, I started doing drugs, doing alcohol, hanging with guys from the hood, and doing things I didn't have to do because I thought I was a badass. You know what I'm saying? So I lost everything. I went to jail for 3 years for attempted murder and illegal gun. Came out doing more drugs like ever 3 years after. I was the embarrassment of the music. Nobody wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
I came out weighing more than almost 300 pounds. It was something that you probably saw me and say he's never coming back.
Right.
You
from
were a
that.
bad boy.
He's not gonna survive that.
Yeah.
You know, he's just gonna fall. So when he tried to help me during all that, it was like a lot of moments where like, yo, Nicky, this is my last time, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Because he's very disciplined. That's why Daddy Yankee is Daddy Yankee. That's why he is, you could say, the father of reggaeton. Even though I was with him in all those moments, but I fell off. So, and I went into drugs, and I didn't keep that discipline. And he was always active, you know what I'm saying, with music and bringing hits. I was in my problems and all that. So for him to try to help me in all that moment and say that, understand after all these years and all that is incredible. But what I wanted to tell you to not lose it is that my whole family was in that bad chain of drugs and alcohol
Right.
and darkness. And I said, I'm going to break that.
Break that cycle.
I'm going to break that cycle. And I'm not only going to break that, I'm going to help my family. I'm going to help my dad. I'm going to help my mom. You know, today my mom is doing really good. She been
God.
clean for almost 15 years.
Praise
ahead.
God.
My dad's been clean for almost 20-something years.
Praise God.
I've been clean for 8 years.
Go ahead.
It's not that I did it more than them. It's just that I'm
Right,
younger.
But that's still a big win though. What was that turning point? What helped you?
Well, you know, well, it was a night when I turned 30 years old. I partied real hard, and I took so much drugs that I overdosed, and I messed up. I had a problem with my. I don't know how you say it in English, but you know what controls from your brain the movements of your bodies. In Spanish, it's el sistema motriz. Is what
Motor skills.
You're gonna pick up this water. It's automatic. Your brain tells you pick up this water. The drugs affected that. It came to a moment where I was just trying to move my hand and I couldn't move my hand.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk and the words won't come out. You know, and I thought I was gonna just be vegetable in a bed or you know, and for some reason I just started focusing on music, and the doctor told me you gotta stop. You gotta stop drugs. Because if you don't stop, you dying. Anything
You heard that?
yeah, the doctor told me if you don't stop it, you dead. And I did a promise to God I never touch drugs anymore. And after that, you know what I'm saying, everything was coming good for me.
I heard
Coming
that.
good for me.
The-
And I was loving every little fan that I had. Every stage
I
that
love
I had.
Hell yeah.
Every friend that I had.
Be like, you got to
every
get off stage.
t-shirt,
You
I
like,
would kiss
what's your name?
t-shirts.
What's your name? Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I was going to lose my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
the appreciation becomes even more grand, huh?
So sometimes
You don't know what you got till it's gone a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then when you realize it, and a lot of times, man, we don't get second and third chances. So, and
We don't.
especially when you get the second, third, fourth chance, whatever it may be, and you recognize it,
Yeah, man.
and then you really recognize it and say, man, you know what? I'm not going to F this off. You know, because your gift can be your curse. You know what I'm saying? You had enough money to get the drugs you want. You know, you can get as much liquor, whatever it is. Your gift became your curse, and you recognize that.
I think that my situation was more than it was this. My whole family been suffering, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
Right.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I gotta break these chains. I gotta break these chains. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? And thank God, my mom right now has her own house, and she lives good, and she lives like a queen because of me. My
Yeah,
dad lives the
man.
same because of me. My sister lives the same because of me. My kids live the same because of me. So
And you know what they say, homie? They say you got to secure your mask first. Whenever you get on a plane, they
Yeah.
say put your mask on no matter who you love.
Yeah.
Put your mask on first before you can help the others. So if you didn't secure your mask, not the bag, you know what I'm saying? But if you didn't secure your mask, you wouldn't be able to take care of any of them. And we fast forward, the music going, you looking amazing, you smiling,
Thank you.
Life.
you traveling, and I
Hits
saw
after
you
hits.
in Bad Boys for Life
Hey,
as well.
look at you.
Getting your acting on. Hey man, when I saw that, I don't want to give
Bad
nothing
boy.
up. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, you know how there's some people where as soon as you see, you're like, oh hell no. But the one thing I enjoyed is that it didn't look like you were acting. You know what I'm saying?
Natural.
Like yeah, you played your. I don't want to say nothing about giving away the movie, but y'all got to go see this, man.
Yeah, man.
Did you have to audition, or did the relationship
did.
with Will kind of give you a little nod too?
well, I'm gonna tell you this. I did the World Cup song with
Yeah.
Will Smith in
Live It Up.
Russia, but when he was there, he told me they were doing Bad Boys, and I said I wanted to be a part of it. He was like, "Oh, you want to act?" He's like, "Well, you do the casting, and if you win it, there's a part for you." You know what I'm saying? So I did go through the casting. I came here to LA and I stood in front of two ladies, and you know they put this face like they don't really like what they seeing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I did good.
You-
I did good 'cause I really wanted it. You know what I'm saying? And the way Will made me win it
Really audition.
because he's
for
like,
it.
"You want to do it?"
That's a hell of a franchise to be a part of, because you got to think, you go and see 1 and 2 as a fan. You know what I'm saying? And now
Exactly.
Bad Boys for Life, it's like, I'm in the credits.
It's incredible. I mean, I felt that this movie you saw the movie,
Yes,
right?
sir.
I felt this movie made me laugh and almost cry, man. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? It's hard to make me cry.
And it is an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
It
And
is.
then you don't know who to root for.
So when you see that in the movie, you know it's a good movie. And you know, it's kind of hard to do good action movies today.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? People more into drama movies, comedy, straight up comedy movies, and this movie got it all, man.
How was it to tell your own story in El Ganador, and why was that important for you to put out?
The series of my life. I think I needed to get all of that out of my system. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people sometimes they don't understand you.
Right.
They don't know you. They don't know your past. They don't know where you came from.
Sometimes you got to show them better than
Yeah,
you can tell
so
'em.
it's better to just. I thought it was better to. It's okay, baby. We good. It's okay to tell people, and it's better to tell people your story so they can respect you more, understand you more. You know what I'm saying? If you do a little mess up, they're like, well, you know, man, he been through a lot.
Right. Yeah.
How's it working
Write you a
with-
little
Because
pass.
we are human, and
Yes, sir.
people think we just robots that we're famous and we making money and we gifted, and nah, man. We human beings. We got our insecurities too.
Yeah.
We have our bad days. We want to cry sometimes. We want to laugh sometimes. We want to drive people crazy. We're human beings, you know, and people don't understand that. But when they saw this story, automatically everything changed for my fan base because people be like, okay, wait a minute,
Right.
this guy been through a lot.
Yeah, you let them in
And
even more so, and you peel off layers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and sometimes we got to see that too. And that makes you even compassionate a little bit more towards others too. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? Easy
exactly.
call.
How was it working with Jesse Terrero to bring that to life?
And,
'Cause he's a
I mean,
beast.
Jesse's incredible. I mean, I did a lot of. I could say the first movie I did in Hollywood was Triple X with Vin Diesel, and the reason why is because Jesse Terrero, because he saw my acting skills in the video, and he's like, "Yo, man, you want to work with somebody that in the reggaeton business? You need Nicky Jam, and he's bilingual. There's not a lot
Which
of
is very
bilingual.
few.
There's not very few. So you know that helped me a lot, and he's really good about it. He lets me like, you know, get in it and give, you know, like he's not those directors that want to do everything alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Has
Like
to really work with you.
Yeah, he worked with me and we compliment each other. We good, man. We good together, man. I love him. I love Jesse Terrero. I respect
too.
him a lot. And who doesn't love Jesse
Right.
Terrero?
You're a
Hey,
bad person
Nicky,
if you don't.
You gave us some good time, man. We know you got to get out of here, bro, and I wanna make sure that we get you back in.
Nah, I appreciate
You know what I'm
it, man.
saying?
Nah, but I'm definitely coming back, man.
Please
You guys-
do,
man.
bro.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the
Thank you
love.
for being
God
And you
bless
know what? You
all.
wasn't even on our schedule. We literally just saw this man in the hallway.
We're like, get in
Grabbed him.
here.
And we were like, man, he was like, Big, I'm
blessed.
flying out. I was like, nah,
No, you're
man,
not.
fly in. You know what I'm saying?
blessed.
But
I'm
no,
blessed.
thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
Thank
man.
you.
When you get some time, we definitely want to sit down
Yeah,
with you
man.
again.
All
And
love,
like we
man.
say, man, fans first. Get a chance to see and to see somebody that you've been looking at for years
Continue to
and
win.
to come in, and continue to win. And when I say like 40 Water told me, man, E40 said it best. Veterans are relevant at the same damn time.
Amen.
And continue to do your thing, man.
Amen. Love for all of you.
There it is, Nicky
All
Jam
right.
in the neighborhood, Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood.
boy.